What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by Stanley Law Offices, Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, and our great friends over at Welch & Company Jewelers. Log on to welchjewelers.com. Shop the showcase today, the official jewelry store of the platform. What is the dream scenario for the Buffalo Bills from a cornerback standpoint in free agency? There are some options, but a lot of them are expensive options. I mean, in a perfect world, I would love to see J.C. Jackson come over and just be like, hey, I want to stick it to Bill Belichick. You guys didn't give me the long-term deal. Let's go with way less money. I'm going to go to Buffalo, try to win a Super Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. Maybe a Joe Hayden. I read Joe Buscalia's terrific piece in The Athletic. Here's a guy who is a veteran presence. You could rotate him in and out. You can put him on the other side of Trey White. Same goes for Jackson, of course. I mean, Jackson's one of the best players in the NFL. I mean, he's one of the best corners in the NFL, arguably the best. Maybe there's a Stephon Gilmore type of thing going on in there. I think Brandon Beane will attack free agency from that position and one in the draft, but I think that the corner is going to be later in the draft. I think now you're starting to see the rocks tumble down the hill with Brandon Beane. Starting to see the dominoes fall with him cutting a bunch of guys to save some money out of the red, now in the black. I think by cutting A.J. Klein, by cutting John Feliciano, now we're kind of starting to see, okay, there's going to be 4, 5, 6 of these guys here. And I think we expected that, but now it's really starting. Maybe Cole Beasley's next, either in a trade or a cut. I do not expect him to be back because that's another big chunk of money. I think the Bills are going to go wide receiver in the NFL draft. The more I think about this, I think they're going to go wide receiver right out of the chute in the first round. And then from there, find a corner, find another offensive lineman, find a tight end for depth reasons for Dawson Knox, and then hope that maybe some of these defensive players who are anonymous right now, who want to come to Buffalo to play for very little money, is it a Chandler Jones? Is it somebody else? Now apparently there's 2 defensive players who really want to come to Buffalo, veteran guys, guys who could have a real impact on the Bills. It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out, but maybe attack free agency with the cornerback situation, maybe even try to find another linebacker in the draft as well as a depth piece. We're hearing rumors Tremaine Edmunds being traded to Pittsburgh to clear over $12 million in cap space. I don't see that because I think the Bills are going to try to stay the course with Edmunds and see if he can just become a dominant player this year. And frankly, I would like to hang on to Edmunds. I mean, unless the trade was just blowaway material where you got a ton, I'd like to see what he brings to the table. He's still young. I know he's been in the league long enough to say, well, you can't use that excuse anymore, but you can't hide his age. And, the other thing with Edmunds is every single time I look at the box score, every single time I watch games, he's a tackle machine. He's always at the top of the tackle list for the Buffalo Bills. The problem is, on the other side of that, he's a home runner, a strikeout kind of guy. He gets blown off the ball a lot and has a lot of trouble in the middle of the field on those little jet screen, jet passes and just quick little slant plays across the middle, and he just can't keep up sometimes, and sometimes he'll get blown off the ball as well when you have big time running backs a la Jonathan Taylor, a la Derrick Henry with blocks and those guys getting past him. So we'll see what happens with Tremaine Edmunds moving forward. But again, from a cornerback situation, I think the Bills attack free agency, and boy, there's some guys out there if you can get them at the right price. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends over at Stumble and Monkey Brewing Company, Rosie's Corner, Brewerton Ace Hardware, and Bowers & Company CPAs. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.